Mr. Ebner, please report to the information desk.
It's too bad about Raven. She must be really sick to miss a glamorous trip like this. 15 hick towns and 5 glorious days. Maybe that's why she got sick. Just the thought of 5 days of greasy chicken dinners.
It's real nice of you to see me off. It's very encouraging.
Hey, you're the candidate. You're supposed to love all this. You're supposed to love all the hash houses and the Chamber of Commerce dinners and the sleazy hotels.
Flight 201.
The plane's going to leave any minute now. Where's the rest of the staff?
They're already in Center City. I took a later plane because of Raven.
Oh, what you got anyway?
I don't know. Some kind of flu. She had a fever of 102 when I took her temperature.
It's too bad. I had a company on the trip, but you left me in charge of the whole office.
Just do me one favor. I don't spend the whole week in the swivel chair playing Let's Pretend.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm on your side. Look, if you don't win this election, Fat Freddy's going to be in that swivel chair, not me. Hell, I'll be the first one to lose my job if you don't win.
I think you're going to land on your feet regardless. No matter how this campaign comes out, you're going to be okay.
No. If there's one thing I am, it's loyal. You gave me that job, and if you lose this election, I'll walk right out of that office.
Oh, no.
Plus, of course, Fat Freddy twists my arm to stay.
That's what I thought. Well, look who's here. Hello, Geraldine.
I'm so glad I got here before your flight left.
You came all this way just to see me.
I most certainly did. I told Raven I would if I got the chance.
Mrs. Saxon. You're looking lovelier today than when we first met. In, Logan's office.
You, remember my associate, Cliff Nelson?
Oh, yes. How do you do?
Very well, thank you, now that you're here. I spotted you as soon as you walked in the airport. Of course, everybody in Monticello knows you. I bet everybody in Washington knows you, too. Although you haven't been there for quite a while.
No, not in some time. In any case, I told Raven that I would... Where is Raven?
He's home in bed, unfortunately.
What?
Oh, Mrs. Saxon, maybe you ought to take her place on this trip. I bet you those hicks upstate would really flip if they knew that the famous Geraldine Saxon was on the speaker's platform.
Well, for heaven's sake, what's the matter? Is she ill?
She's got a high fever. I told her to call a doctor if she's feeling any worse, but you know how stubborn Raven is about things like that.
Look, and I'm so sorry to hear about this.
Mrs. Saxon, I've been an admirer of yours for quite some time now. In my opinion, your family is at least the second most influential political family in the country.
Yes. Well, for heaven's sake, it seems to me there must be something I can do. What about the baby?
No, Jamie's fine. He's over at the Scotts. There's just nobody to take care of Raven. That's what concerns me.
I think I should call her.
Oh, maybe I can help in some small
Cliff,
way.
Please.
No, I think it would be better if I went over there to see her.
That's
Would you like that?
What I was going to suggest. Let me give you the key to the apartment just in case she's asleep and doesn't hear the doorbell.
Logan, what an awful time for her to get sick.
No.
I hope this isn't going to interfere now with this campaign tour.
I have an idea. Why don't I take Logan's place on this tour, and that way you can go home and take care of Raven.
Well, what would you do in all those hick towns?
Well, for you, boss, I'd make the sacrifice. Besides, I love greasy chicken dinners.
Logan, you worry about the campaign. I'll take care of Raven.
Thank you so much. I'll call you as soon as I get there. Bye, Cliff.
Bye, boss.
What's the trouble?
I don't like being here. It's your bedroom.
You've never been in another woman's bed before?
You know, we should have gone to that motel. As tacky as it was, at least we could have been on our own.
We are on our own, and it's very safe and very comfortable. And besides, it's very practical.
How come?
Because I'm supposed to be very ill with a raging fever. And as soon as my husband gets to the first tacky hotel on this campaign tour, he's going to call me up and want to know how I am.
Oh, I see. So the sick, dutiful wife has to answer the phone, right?
That's right. It's the way it has to be.
You weren't quite as ingenious as I. I told Margaret I was going up to this fishing lodge that didn't even have a phone.
Well, you're a man. You can give an excuse like that. I can't. And besides, I think you ought to congratulate me on my excuse. Did I tell you about my temperature?
What about it?
Logan wanted to know my temperature, so I took the thermometer when he wasn't looking and stuck it in a cup of hot tea.
Raven, you're a
Yes.
very naughty girl.
Yes, I am a very naughty girl. And I have a very high fever.